and a nice stable base for which to continue the search. So here's the basics of how Hyperion works. We can compile software, we perform disassembly, we handle anti-disassembly, which we'll talk a little bit about. We then do structured discovery, so we turn the disassembled program into a structured program. We do external call discovery, so if your program has no import table or the calls are obfuscated in various ways, we use information we discovered earlier in the process to reconstruct that and discover what the external calls actually are, what the arguments are. And then we do behavior discovery, which is where we actually use these patterns of behavior to recognize and document what it does. Right now, we have two platforms Hyperion can target. It targets 32-bit Intel, and it targets the MSP, the hikari MSP 430 embedded processor, just because those are the platforms that customers have access to deal with. So you deal with engine assembly. If you're not familiar with it, there's an example down on the slide here. If you look at the example on the bottom right, the first 4 bytes are a move instruction. Those are followed by an XOR instruction that exclusive OR the ratio with itself. The result of doing that is always 0. So that jump 0 takes you back. So you count backwards E, D, C, D, A, 9, and that takes you back to that jump 5 instruction, which you see was part of the original move instruction, but now it's being reinterpreted to jump forward 5, and now you're into the real code. A straight line disassembly, so if you just point disassembly at this, you'll see the move, the XOR, the jump -7, but then you'll just call instruction after that, and you'll be off and you'll not see the real code. So we have to deal with crazy disassembly and disassembly techniques, funny things like that. The way that Hyperion deals with this is it allows, it does threaded disassembly. It allows a single address to appear multiple times in the final program, and the way we do that is sort of outlined on the slide here. We identify the entry point, we find main, we begin adding addresses to the stack and exploring the program, and that's almost true. And the reason it's almost true is because we have to do a little bit of everything to make any of this work. So it's a very iterative process. For example, we find main using a variety of methods, one of which is we look at the complexity of the structured islands we discovered. We typically find that main is the most complex of the structured islands encountered after the entry, and that works very well for us. So there are a number of ways that we can go about doing this, and they all require that you do quite a bit of work. So the end result is a static disassembly, even when you have the reinterpretation of some address. We then do structuring, we turn things into sequences, if then else's, while loops, and we do extraction of it. So for sequences, it's function composition. If then else's, it's a very simple function composition. For loops, it's a little harder. There are a number of techniques we can use. We can do loop slicing. There's some work that we've done on using relations. We find that loop unrolling, which I didn't have on the slide, we find that loop unrolling works quite well. We can often unroll the loop and discover what it's doing pretty readily. If that doesn't work, we can fall back on slicing and techniques. So let's look what we get out of this, what we call a program function. So given a barrage of instructions, we boil that down to its net effect. So what you see there, the result is, in this case, the flags are modified, and what the new value is in terms of the prior value. So what you don't see in that little list, there's any registers, and that's because the net effect of this sequence is to leave all the registers unchanged. This is a no-op, and I can't recall what piece of malware we got this from, but it came out of a piece of malware that was sprinkled liberally through it, and the end result was to make the program very, very long and difficult to disassemble. Hyperion discovers these are no-ops, takes them out right away. That takes us to call traces. We have the computed behavior, we've reconstructed the external function calls, and now what we need to do is to transform the result into a call trace. And we do this, I should point out, across function boundaries. So we take our functions, we generate call traces, we also do this across function boundaries so we can recognize behavior that may start in one function and proceed across many. We use a term rewriter to do this transformation.